everybody, this is Smashing Game Time. We are three brothers who go through the back catalogs of gaming's past. I am your host, Nick. Caddy corner bottom to me, if you're watching on video, that is Jake.
We go through a lot of catalogs, yes.
We go through a lot of catalogs. And over to my left, he's not caddy corner at all, is Josh.
Particularly the mid-summer, early fall catalog.
Josh, if you get past a certain point in the pages of the catalogs that Josh goes through, they start to stick together. So don't get the catalog after Josh is all I'm saying.
I get excited. I can't help it.
Gross. If you're joining us today, we are going through 2011 Q3. We've also got a quiz that Jake put together today that Josh and I are going to go through at the end. As always, we are a Trident Network podcast. Show them some love. Show some of our sibling podcasts some love. And as always, rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever. We're everywhere, folks. Just go find us. Throw all the stars at us. Not ninja stars, though. Just those stars that you hit the button on. What's everybody been up to? I have something, but I'll let you guys lead.
Oh, you don't want to give us the news because we already know the news?
No. So I've been watching Solar Opposites again.
I don't know what that is.
And the wall episodes.
I've been told to watch it for that.
Are so good. I just watched one as I was putting Gus down for sleep, not for rabies. And the thought I had was, this is Solar Opposites Evil Morty.
So is it the show that you see like advertised like from the writers of Rick and Morty?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh. And also the reason why Nick took an hour to get on here.
No. Gus was still awake, I promise. And then nature called. You know what happened? I'll tell you exactly why I ended up where I ended up before the show. So lunchtime at work, I go into the fridge, I pull out the bowl. The bowl is a bowl of chili. I had left it there from the night before, or from the day before, and I was like, this will be perfect. I put it in the microwave, set the microwave to 2 minutes, grab a drink of water, drink it, go back to the microwave, put my hand in the chili to see if it is hot enough. And I taste it. It's not fucking chili, it's salsa, so I had to get Taco Bell for lunch. And that's why I was on the toilet for a long time before the show.
For the people watching or listening, when Nick says he puts his hand in the bowl, he means the toilet after he took a dump. That's why we were waiting on him.
No. You guys, you dip your finger in the chili to make sure that it's all good, make sure it's all heated.
I don't.
I actually do, but here's my question. You said you brought chili from the day before, correct?
Correct.
How the hell do you mistake that? Like, were you eating salsa yesterday, or did someone have a similar bowl to what you had, and it looked like chili because it was so old and moldy?
There was chili and salsa next to each other, and they both look very similar if you don't really eyeball it.
So why did you go to Taco Bell if they were right next to each other?
No, like the fridge at work. I had brought it the day before. It was in the fridge at work.
What did you eat for lunch yesterday then?
I skipped lunch.
I hope you don't put semen next to the baby bottle.
First of all, I don't put semen in my fridge anymore. So
it's breast milk now.
It's just breast milk.
Because if you confuse chili and salsa, I don't know what else you can confuse.
Can we get off of what I put in my fridge and get on to what you guys put in your fridge?
Yeah, I don't put breast milk in gallon-sized containers like other milk.
Jake, why the fuck are you drinking hard coffee at 10 o'clock at night? 9 o'clock at night, whatever.
I mean, I could have drank it at 8, but I was waiting on you.
Anybody playing anything? Anybody doing it? What are we doing, gentlemen? What are we doing, boys? A very talkative group, if you hadn't noticed tonight.
You got it, Josh? You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I have done absolutely nothing because I've been catching up at work and catching up on The Bachelorette, which, by the way, spoiler alert, 2 girls in the same season, not going to work. Just saying.
Wait, it's two bachelorettes?
Yep. And they shared the pool at first, and now it's kind of like they've kind of separated. to an extent, but there's still drama of, oh, I want to be with the other girl because maybe I made a mistake here. I found feelings when I saw her again. So it's like a bunch of drama. It's honestly, I'm only ironically watching it because I knew the moment they announced there was going to be 2 bachelorettes that it was going to be just a giant shit show.
Josh, you've been ironically watching this show for years now.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I know.
We know you're not. I don't hide it anymore.
I actually, believe it or not, I prefer it over Big Brother. So
I like Big Brother.
I like Big Brother, but I don't know. These past 2 seasons have kind of thrown me off. They're just not as good. The people don't have as great personalities as they used to, and
it's because everyone's way younger than you now.
I mean, have you watched The Circle?
I like. There's some of The Circle that I like.
Yeah, some of The Circle is okay.
My thing about The Circle. Go ahead, Jake.
I was gonna say some of The Circle. I'm just like, like.
My thing about The Circle is that they don't introduce everybody at the same time, and they keep.
Yeah, that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling Jackie. Was that like, I feel bad for some of the new people, because like everyone else is like already established and whatnot. But then again, everyone wants to be friends with that new person, so I guess it kind of balances itself. But it sucks because I remember one season, one girl was in. Next thing you know, she's out. Yeah, exactly.
Right, and I don't think I don't think a person who came in after the initial 6 or 7, or after the initial 8, the people that come in, I don't think they've ever won. And the people who come in late, there's always like some weird quirk. Like they've always got some. You know what? I'm my cute coworker. I hope they don't find out I'm catfishing. Or it's I know I'm Lance Bass's assistant. Hope they don't. It's like they know damn well that's not Lance Bass. If anyone is and one of the girls in that season was a Lance Bass fan, and she was like, "Yeah, this doesn't sound like Lance at all. This is fucking phony."
Yeah.
But I could also win The Circle.
Yeah, I could totally win The Circle.
Totally win The Circle.
Be myself.
Yeah, I would be myself. I think being yourself is the best way to go, because then you're not having to keep a lot. Because then you can just really, if you're yourself, the only thing you're trying to focus on is finding who the catfish are. Whereas if you are the catfish, you have to worry about keeping your lies together, but then also try to figure out if there are who else the other catfish are.
Yeah, because I think there was like 1 or 2 seasons where the person won was themselves.
Yeah. There was 2 or 3. I haven't seen the last 2 seasons. I fell off hard, but
I saw the last 3. I didn't see the first one because I started with Jackie on the second one.
First one was fun. First one was okay. It was a fun little I think that was right at the start of the pandemic or something.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, cool. They're locked away like we are. Awesome. Video game wise, I started playing. I'm reviewing a game. Basically, it's Hard West 2. Embargo will be up by the time this show goes up, so there is no trouble there. It is a tactical game set in the Wild West, but there's spooky things going on. You start out the game robbing a train, and it's really cool because you think like XCOM and all those other type of games, like you're standing still like in a base area, or you're like on a battlefield. This one we were chasing a train, and like you were moving your horses and like hopping onto the train. So that was pretty cool. That's
kind of cool.
That's probably something that's been done somewhere else, but I haven't seen it because I don't have too much experience in tactic games. So you rob the train, and then you find out the train is actually a demon train driven by the devil, and the devil like basically destroys your posse, and like now you're going around trying to find everyone who was lost and just get back at the devil. It's fun so far.
So it's XCOM meets his Cuphead.
Yeah. See what had happened was you didn't. You know what? He did make a deal with the devil. Son of a bitch. The devil's beat me. The devil's like beat me in a card game, you son of a bitch. And the guy's like, yeah, I will. And you win. Like you have 4 aces, he has 4 kings. But then the devil pulls out a Joker card, and because the Joker is so edgy, the devil's like, I win. And that's when the train blows up.
Son of a bitch.
Now, do you get to play as Brad Pitt?
Sadly, no. There is no bullet train cross play with the game. There's no cross advertising. I'm sorry, Jake.
I think I'm gonna go see that this weekend.
I want to go see. Nope.
Nope looks good.
Nope looks really good. I've been hearing good things. I want to go see Nope. Otherwise, game-wise, I played a little bit of Iron Harvest, knocked off a little Rust. It's been working on some writing stuff more than anything over here. What about you, gentlemen?
Josh?
Like I said, I've honestly been catching up on work, being gone last week, and taking care of home life.
Wait, can I do Jake's? Let me.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Well, I've been playing Multiversus, and I just gotta say, Shaggy is very mid. And you know what? If you're a Superman main, get fucked. Am I close?
That's not me at all. I don't use that type of language. What's wrong with you? And I don't wear glasses. So yeah. Take that.
Velma, it's Velma that's the problem, Nick. Come on.
Velma
with a V.
Velma.
Who calls her Thelma?
We're going with Thelma because it's her bizarro world.
First off, I cannot stand Velma's voice acting. It's awful.
Is it the regular voice actor? Or did they get Ronda Rousey to voice Velma?
I don't know who it is, but there's two things that she says in the game and I can't stand. She says, "Amazing," and I'm like it kills me every time. And then she says, "OMG," but she's broken right now. Bugs Bunny is not really broken. It's one of his moves that's kind of OP. But people right now are bitching about Velma, Bugs, and Finn.
Oh, is Finn really strong now? I thought Finn was mid-level.
No, Finn is so good. I'm trying to get Arya to the top. That's where I'm at.
Arya is I saw some charts. I saw some tier lists. Arya seems like she's in the middle.
She's in the middle because everyone else outshines her. That's the issue.
That's how tier lists work.
I know. Her hitboxes are so accurate. She's probably the most well-balanced character in the game compared to everyone else.
I want them to add more Game of Thrones. I want Game of Thrones to beat Multiversus Fire Emblem, where they're just dudes with swords, dudes and ladies with swords. Hit me up when they add Jon Snow and Jaime Lannister.
Yeah, I kind of want Lannister. That'd be cool. I feel like they would probably add that barbarian guy before they would add anyone else. They probably would.
Fucking add Hodor. Add Hodor.
I can see them do that. If they have Iron Giant, they can have Hodor.
You can have Hodor. Hodor for Iron Giant. Let's make it happen.
People want Lord of the Rings. I can kind of see Lord of the Rings characters because it's Warner Brothers.
Do they have those rights? Do they have Lord of the they could add Harry Potter. I don't know if they have Lord of the Rings.
Yes, everyone's
rights.
thinking Harry Potter too. They're adding Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty comes out in 2 weeks.
Well, yeah.
Or at least Morty. I'm not sure if Rick is gonna be added.
I figured they get Rick and Morty out with the season coming out.
It kind of got pushed back too. Got pushed back to the 15th instead of next week. I'm not sure why.
It's because Rick's super. I bet you Rick can teleport all over the map.
They only have 2 mages in the game because each character is in a class or whatever. So you got bruisers, tanks, support, mages, and assassins. They only have 2 mages. That's Tom and Jerry and Bugs. So I could see Rick be a mage.
I forgot Tom and Jerry are in that too.
They couldn't even get LeBron James to voice act his own character.
Dude's busy building an awkward team in LA.
Wait, are we sure? Are we sure it wasn't they couldn't get him, or they couldn't afford him?
Both.
You guys leave the voice actor away. Leave him alone. Leave the voice actor alone.
I heard Velma's, and I was just cringe. That was cringe.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I couldn't stand it. Arya's probably got the best voice acting.
Who?
Arya.
He says that because he mains her. He's
because
simping.
it's actually that actress.
Oh, is it?
When she was on I think Jimmy Fallon or whatever promoting the game.
Really?
Yeah. That's why this game kind of blew up because it had a lot of paid promotions.
Was Jimmy Fallon please buy my depressed ape? I paid too much for it. Please buy my depressed ape.
And this is before the closed alpha.
Okay.
So this was 2 months ago or whatever. But it's gotten This Guy's Toast doing paid promotions. It had Moist Critical. It had a bunch of big streamers and content creators doing it. So that's why a game kind of blew up because it kind of got support.
Yeah, they've got people backing up. Unlike
They
like the
got
Nickelodeon game that has no that is just now trying to add voice to it. I think
Yeah, they're now there's someone that had the active users like a screenshot the other day, and Multiversus had like in the 100,000s, whereas
this cat, man.
yeah, the cat, whereas Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl had 10 players.
Well, it's crazy. Like I think, and the Nickelodeon game's not bad. People like it.
Yeah, if it wasn't $50.
Yeah. There's no free to play option, so people are like, yeah, we're not. No, I'm just gonna go watch Nickelodeon for free upstairs on mom and dad's TV. I don't care if I'm a 40-year-old man. Leave me alone.
Another thing that's bothering me right now with Multiverses is that there's a huge fan base, a huge following for Walter White.
No.
I don't know how they're gonna do it. The Twitter account that's promoting it just reached 10,000 followers. I'm like, are you kidding me, guys? Don't let this happen.
Do these smooth brains that are playing Multiverse understand how licenses work? Like Walter White's not owned by WB. I don't think AMC is in that. Like I don't think AMC is in that at all.
No, I don't think so either. But
Walter
I think
White.
anything's kind of possible because it's multiverses.
These motherfuckers see these are all WB properties. These motherfuckers see people from TV shows and they're like, I wonder if they could get Jerry Springer on that bitch.
No, and like they have a mod. This guy made a mod and put Walter White in the game, I think in place of Shaggy. It just looks weird, but I'm just like, what can Walter White even do?
He throws like the meth that explodes, and that's like his one move. Or he runs you over with his Pontiac Aztec.
And
here's the deal: you want to sell this game, and you want your huge fan bases. Give me Kramer from Seinfeld, and give me Chandler from Friends. I guarantee you that motherfucker will sell.
No, dude, I want Static Shock.
Static Shock would be cool.
Yeah, you got DC. Go fucking hard on Static Shock.
Yeah, Static Shock would be amazing. Like, there's like a list of like a bunch of things people want. Like someone put like 11 from Stranger Things. Like
people are
there's
so
just like
dumb.
a bunch of stuff.
I want Osmosis Jones. That's who I want.
I want the Cuckoo Bird from the Cocoa Puffs box on there.
I think Roadrunner would be nice.
People are Roadrunner. Yeah, Roadrunner's fine. Yeah, because it's a WB property. I want Shriek and I want Ink from Batman Beyond. I think they'd both be pretty cool.
Teen Titans would be cool too.
Teen Titans. Give me Cyborg. Give me Raven. Give me Beast Boy.
Yeah, I think Beast Boy would be nice because all the animals you get turned into.
Yeah, those would be some dope ass moves. This cat is still on the screen. All right, you guys ready to hop into Q3 of 2011?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Q3. All right, first up, July 20th, we got Bastion, which we talked about this.
Bastion or Bastion?
Bastion. We talked about this last week off show, but we were like, wait, Bastion was a 2011 game? I guess we all thought it was 2010 for a little bit there. For those who don't know, Bastion's the first Supergiant game. Top down. All right, this cat's got to go. Bye, buddy. Top down. A lot of like weapon combat, a lot of different weapons. The thing that really sold this game though was the narrator. I feel like.
Oh, for sure. I mean, his voice is just so buttery smooth. It's just it's relaxing. Then I said the replayability.
Right. Oh yeah, replayability. Yeah.
And then you play what was it? I really liked it has all the different weapons, but they have like little trials for each weapon. And they're like some of them are infuriating. Like they're just so bad, not bad, but just tough. And then it's got the different I guess it's called boons and Hades. So this is the same team that did Hades. But you take like the little liquor shots and I'm like, oh, the enemies have plus 10% health, or oh, you have minus 10% health. And it was just a cool little like central area where you could upgrade weapons, have different abilities. And this was also Summer of Arcade. So this is year 3 or year 4 of Summer of Arcade, and it's still slapping.
Yeah, I'd say it's overall a really fantastic. I think this may have been like mid summer arcade. So like I think the first couple that were like okay, but this was like okay, yeah, this is the game that's gonna smack for sure. And you also have my favorite character name ever, the Kid.
The kid walks into a trap, doesn't know it. But imagine more buttery. There's a little butter there, but imagine more butter.
I mean, and this game has won a lot of awards too.
Right, and
How many?
you can see a lot of the DNA from it that eventually went into Hades, like 10 years later. Yeah, about 10 years later.
Yeah, about 10 years later. Yeah, this gave birth to Hades for sure.
What? Okay, so speaking of Summer Arcade, if you had to erase every other Summer of Arcade, like if you could only keep 3 Summer of Arcade games from that run of games, what 3 games were you keeping?
From the 2011 Summer Arcade?
No, just all Summer of Arcade.
Oh, man.
I mean, I know I'll keep Bastion.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Castle Crashers.
Okay.
Oh, Explosion Man.
Explosion
Really?
Man.
That's my wild card.
That's a gross wild card.
Jake, that's a disappointment.
Okay, I would do so. I too would do Bastion. I would do Limbo. And then for my last one, Monday Night Combat.
I was gonna say Monday Night Combat, but no one's playing it.
No one plays it anymore, but I would keep it just because it was so much. It was just so wacky, and it's kind of got that. It's not a MOBA, but it's kind of got that MOBA vibe. It's got the paths, and it's got your little bot guys going up the paths, and you're basically destroying the whatchamacallit, the other guy's money ball or whatever it is. It's got that DNA.
So I'm gonna go with Bastion for sure.
Okay.
Shadow Complex, Castle Crashers.
Okay. All right. All good choices. Well, I just waved my magic wand and all those games that we named disappeared, so we totally fucked up. Fucked up that spell somehow.
Who gave you a magic wand?
The guy gave me the magic wand. Anything else on Bastion, gentlemen?
I listen to that soundtrack almost every day.
And they got that guy's voice on it too. Like he pops up on a few of those songs on the soundtrack. There's there's that really sad one where you're carrying, like you can decide to strike the enemy down or you can carry him.
I do that every time I walk the dog.
Jake carries his dog. He didn't strike his dog. Next up, August 4th, we've got Temple Run. I think this is our first mobile game.
I guess that technicality first released on mobile. Yes.
Yeah, first released on mobile, but I also think like this is since we started the picking games out era of our show. I think this is the first mobile game we've picked.
Yes, that is correct.
Look at that screen size.
This game was addicting.
Trust me, it's the only one I could find.
This game was addicting and frustrating, and the little monkey boy that chases you is kind of scary.
And originally it's not a monkey; it's actually a gorilla.
Was it a gorilla? I thought it was like a half ape, half like temple guard.
So in the future releases or future updates, it is, but originally it was a giant gorilla.
Okay.
Yeah. So this game, even looking for memes on this game, it was really bad.
Like they were like
let's just say monkeys were involved.
Oh God! So people,
yeah.
So
not everyone who makes memes are heroes, you guys.
No. So the one meme. So after I found all the videos, I went on Facebook or some social media.
Oh, don't do
and
that.
It was playing one of the videos, and it's like watch till the end, and it was showing Temple Run, and then somehow it went from Temple Run to Fortnite. Like it was still the Temple Run map, but it was Fortnite. It was weird. It's like, what? Okay, like, what am I supposed to laugh? Am I supposed to be like, oh man, this is so cool? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, that sounds cool, but it's just like it's a left turn. First of all, this guy in this video sucks at Temple Run. So for those who don't know what Temple Run is, this is a mobile game. You don't control the guy. Like you're just it's a runner. You're running and you're controlling like if he slides, if he jumps, if he goes to the left, if he goes to the right, if he turns. And that's all you do. And you're just trying to rack up the score. This game can go on forever. I wonder what the longest run in Temple Run is.
Do we want to look it up real quick?
Go ahead and look it up while I riff on this game. I would play this at work. This was like my sneak it at work game. Like I worked at Steak and Shake, so I'd be cooking burgers. No burgers. I'm gonna pull up my phone, play this game at Temple Run, and I would have to say this is probably one of the hardest games to pause and then try to come back to. Like if you pause it in the middle of a run. Like, okay, I'm gonna remember what was going on when I return to this, and then you return and you immediately fall into the water or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say your games probably didn't last long.
That was a slow. That was a Steak and Shake in college, and it was very slow. Very
I was just saying, just because you suck.
No, I was professional. In fact, the time Josh is pulling up right now is probably my time.
No, so you ready for this?
Oh no, let's hear it.
In a single game, 4,085,139 meters.
How long did it say? How long that took?
Does it give us a time?
It does not give a time, but it gives you a score, which is 177,572,493.
I want to know how long that took, though.
Yeah, I need to know how long it took.
Oh, wait, that's not even the current world record. Hold on.
All right, Josh, let's hear it.
It's loading, sorry. Okay.
It's pretty long.
So the current is 5,051,669 meters. It still doesn't say how much time.
Temple Run. We want to know how long the run is.
Okay.
If you're going to track it.
Oh, I guess we can't. I was going to say, if we could track how long these runs are and just get an idea of score and everything, we could kind of...
Well, I mean, there's like bonuses and...
We also don't know like how fast that game runs compared to this. Multipliers. Yeah.
I wish it was video. It just shows screenshots. So I'm like, I can't,
Yeah, I don't know if the guys keeping track of Temple Run world records are the best, the best people to be doing it. Here's a screenshot. 1 hour and 18
minutes.
Huh?
1 hour, 18 minutes.
Really? That's it?
Phone's on fire. That phone's on fire, dude.
That's it?
That's what it says. I'm just reading what it says.
I think we can beat that. The only time this game is bullshit is when you get those super long jumps that you have to like flick. You have to like flick your hand to make the jump.
I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, I'm sure like now it's probably easier, but back in the day, things weren't really like, as touchy and input.
I mean, remember how bricky those phones were back in the day?
They were very bricky. You're not on a brick anymore.
People were murdering each other with their Android phones.
And your notification, well, that's because the Note 3 exploded. And your freaking your notifications now be popping off. You'd be trying to jump and you accidentally hop on over to Uncle Tom's gift that he sent you.
And then that monkey got you.
And then the monkey gets you, and it's over. That's Temple Run, boys and girls.
That's Temple Run.
We're gonna run on out of here and go to the next game. September 6th, Dead Island. Nick, what's Dead Island? You know what? I don't even know, because this is a game where the trailer was popping. The trailer was so popping that motherfuckers bought the rights to make the movie before seeing the final product, and it tanked. So the trailer of this was was the little girl like going backwards to the window, and it's got the really da 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 da, and it's just very theatric, and people fucking lost their minds, and everyone's like, this game's gonna be dope. And then this game came out, and people lost their minds because this game was not dope. It's very, just looking at this, let me pull it up for us. Looking at it, it's very cartoony. It's not matching it, not matching the mood at all. Like, yes, they're on an island. There are dead people everywhere. All right, you get points for that. Did that guy just throw a fucking dildo at that zombie? Sure, why not? What's the other zombie series with the parkour that people really like?
Dying Light.
I feel like this is a worst Dying Light.
So I feel like Dying Light like cashed in on the idea, like, let's make it darker, let's make it, like, it still wasn't exactly what people wanted, but if I had to pick between this and that, I'm gonna pick Dying Light.
Yeah, because Dying Light's got the parkour. This one, like, just watching this feels very robotic.
Know what this one really made me feel like after a while playing it and thinking about it? This is Dying Light meets Dead Rising.
Yeah, I see that. Very slow. It's got RPG elements, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and like you can eventually craft weapons. You eventually escape with or from the military.
Do the zombies have numbers popping out of the top of their head? That is my least favorite thing in gaming.
Yeah, because it shows you damage what you're doing.
And I think like the zombie levels or something like that.
Like,
yeah, zombies have levels. Yeah,
I cannot overestimate how much I hate the numbers popping over the enemy's head aspect of a game. Like, I remember being really excited for The Division. Be like, oh man, pandemic breaking out in New York, and like you're like, you've been activated and you got to go fucking kill bad guys. This is gonna be dope. You know what? Looking back, that game hasn't aged really well with everything that's gone on in the world. But also, the first time I saw something pop above someone's head in that game, I was like, what in Tom Clancy's motherfucking Ghost is going on here?
You hover over
that motherfucker is rolling his grave.
You hover over the guy and you got his social security number.
Tom fucking Clancy just fucking, oh shit, was that a naked zombie? They're gonna shut us down.
Uh-oh. Did you turn it off?
No, it's gone. It's gone. The naked zombie can't hurt us anymore. But yeah, the number over the head thing, this guy's fucking stupid. Why are you going out there? These zombies are throwing fucking punches, man. Oh yeah, and he's just gonna, yep. Just stupid people doing stupid stuff. Yeah, okay, yep, there's the numbers. Oh, you just got XP for killing that zombie.
Triggered.
And people are probably like, well, Nick, why is this game on the list? The fucking trailer was really fucking good.
Let's also not forget, though, we're still waiting for number 2. That trailer, like, is gotten memed on so many times. And the most recent one is Goat Simulator.
That one, the second one has a trailer. Is that the rollerblading guy?
That's the rollerblading guy.
See, I did not know that. I thought that was like another trailer for this Dead Island. I didn't realize that was a Dead Island 2 trailer.
That was it for 2, and that's been out for, God.
Oh man, you guys are
6
gonna love
years
the game.
now, 7 years.
Yeah, and the Goat Simulator 3 trailer was great.
Yeah.
Like what? And watching him side by side. Yes, Goat Simulator.
It's hilarious.
Goat Simulator's going so fucking hard. They're like, we're skipping 2, going straight to 3. We don't give a fuck. It's like the high school prank. Release 3 pigs. Paint 1, 2, and 4 on them, and watch them freaking out trying to find number 3. Anything else about Dead Island? You guys got anything nice to say about this game? Because I don't.
No, I mean,
didn't they have like DLC and then like an arcade?
So they did. They had the Riptide, and then there was the spin-off Escape Dead Island, and then technically we were supposed to get Dead Island 2 in 2015. So yeah, I was right, about 7 years. Still not yet, and I'm pretty sure it's gotten canceled the rate it's going.
Dead Island also had a really cool logo before people got up in arms and it got changed. So the original one was Dead Island, and it was there's a palm tree worked into it, and there's like somebody hanging from the palm tree.
Oh, that's the exact cover for the Wikipedia page. It actually shows that.
Yeah, and that got changed after a little bit. People were like,
cool.
And I'm like, well, in my mind, I'm like, it's a fucking zombie. Like that's, but also it's like, okay, yeah, fucking change it, whatever. But it was a cool.
So I'm gonna come back to that though. Is if anybody's gonna argue with me that, well, think about the kids. Well, first off, as an adult, I'm not gonna buy my kid this game. I can see that it has the number 18. I can count. I'm not illiterate. So first off, I'm gonna see that.
What does the M on the box mean? I'm gonna get this for my kid. You know what? I get it because I've had dumbass parents come into Target. Minecraft in one hand, GTA 5 or 4 in the other. Yep. It's like, which one do you think my son will like more? It's buddy.
And then he said, well, here's the deal. You give them GTA 4 or 5, they're going to enjoy that a lot more, yes, but you're going to come back screaming at me. Get Minecraft, they're going to get made fun of and probably end up,
Minecraft. I feel like Minecraft has always been cool.
But I'm saying so if you're getting it like for a 10-year-old and his friends have GTA, his mom brings home Minecraft, that kid's getting made fun of for the rest of his life.
Yeah, now but also Minecraft, like, I feel like you can do so much more in Minecraft. Now I realize you can do a lot in GTA Online, but that's like fucking with people.
No, I feel like Minecraft is, especially since we were playing it when it was popular, it's gotten so much better. There's so much more you can do with it.
We're moving on. I could have this debate all night. Up next, and I just said again. Take another shot for those following along at home.
Fun editing, Nicholas.
I'll keep it in. I've been keeping him in more often. I want people to hear.
Keeping it
Jake,
all in,
I fucking heard that I fucking heard it.
But
The next game also came out September 6th. This was Resistance 3. And I didn't realize, so Resistance 3, I didn't realize it released so close to Gears of War 3. Oh shit. I didn't realize, now I'm going to have to edit that out. I didn't realize these games were so close to each other. Because like when I think Resistance, I think Gears. When I think Uncharted, I think Halo, because that's kind of where the Sony Xbox was. Resistance 3 is from Insomniac. Your Spider-Man people and your Spyro the Dragon and Ratchet and Clank people. They got into the first-person shooter World War II games, but they added aliens. And 3, I really like the story of 3 because it's a fucking road trip. I think you're going to get medicine for somebody up on the East Coast, and like you think you start in Nebraska or Oklahoma. You eventually end up in St. Louis, our hometown, which I thought was pretty cool because you don't really see St. Louis a lot. And I think, was this still, because I remember first Resistance, you couldn't aim down the sight. I'm keeping an eye out for him to do it in this video. But I think this is still off of like old shooter mechanics.
I think it is.
I don't really think aiming down the sights was like really like in everything till about 2012.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, I would say after Modern Warfare 3, actually. So yeah, 2012.
Because yeah, Halo didn't start doing it until 4.
And even then, it was not really aiming down sights; it was zoom in with reticle.
Right, and then Call of Duty was the only one doing it religiously since 2000.
Battlefield, technically.
Battlefield also. But yeah, I haven't seen this guy aim down the sights. But yeah, I mean, I think Resistance gets a bad rep. Like people, when they talk about Insomniac, they'll talk about fucking Spider-Man. Of course they fucking do. They'll talk about Ratchet and Clank because they're still doing Ratchet and Clank. They'll talk about Spyro a little bit. I feel like this series, hell, they'll even talk about Sunset Overdrive, which I hated Sunset Overdrive. But every time Resistance comes up, people are like, meh, whatever.
Nick, if 2013 Nick could hear you right now, he'd be beating your ass.
I like Resistance.
No, used to love Sunset Overdrive.
I fucking hate it now. I'm old. I need I don't need to be grinding and jumping and linking together combos. I need to sit down, give me a Sudoku puzzle. Fucking, that's riveting. That's riveting. That's action right there. You have me fucking riding the line, hopping off a car, riding a fucking roller coaster while a balloon chases me.
Speaking like a dad.
I can't fucking do it anymore.
The only cool thing about Sunset Overdrive was that one boss, that host boss.
Host boss. I forget about that. Oh,
that's the only cool thing about that game was that boss battle.
It's just so edgy. They're just so the game. It's like someone spilt fucking Mountain Dew on like a little like petri dish and just watched whatever grew from it. Right? Oh, it's getting sentient in there, and then Sunset Overdrive was born.
Well, coming back to Resistance 3, since we'll eventually get to Sunset Overdrive,
it will not be on the list when we get to that year. You know what?
It probably will be.
I say that shit because that year was a dry fucking year.
I say it's probably going to be.
That's why it's going to get picked.
Yeah. So coming back to Resistance 3, there were a couple cool things this one did. First, there was a couple of specialty copies that had SOCOM on it, and if you had that, you actually got the beta for the newest SOCOM. Then you had the Doomsday Edition, which allowed you to use your PS Move or your PlayStation Eye camera and all that. And then you also had there was like a Survivor Edition, where it was just like you had like an extra in-game material and extra like memorabilia, basically like a journal and everything.
What were these aliens? Were they called the Chimera?
The Chimera, yeah.
Chimera, okay. I get my video game aliens mixed up in this time period. Everyone besides the Locust.
And the Covenant.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Well, I mean, technically the Covenant is a group of them because there's like 3 or 4 different aliens.
The Covenant's broken off into so many different splinter sections of it. It's like, all right, you guys, like, get it together. Come on.
Well, you got the elites, you got the brutes, and you got Master Chief's ass.
It's Master Chief's, you goddamn peasant. Anything
Also,
else about
the
Resistance 3?
No, it honestly, I enjoyed it. I mean, I think 2 is still by far the best, but I enjoyed it.
I think this looks good. PS3 games still look really good whenever I look back. Also has the best looking 3 I've ever seen on a game logo, so go check that out if you haven't. All right, last game. The one I'm most excited about. September 20th. The end of an era. This is where the 360 ended in my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Epic Games Gears of War 3. I got to hit play on it. Oh, and I got to change the screen. Sloppy podcasting. But you love it. So this is the first Gears of War. And if you haven't been listening at home, every other Gears of War has been on this list. This is a third-person shooter, over-the-shoulder type stuff. You got the chainsaw gun. You're taking cover. You're fighting these big alien-looking dudes called the Locust. There's a new threat in this one called the Lambent. They're the Locust, but they fucking blow up and they're orange, yellowy yuckiness. And this is the first one with 4-player co-op. A lot of good set pieces in this. So one of my favorite set pieces in this game is when you're running. I forget what the town was, but the one that got hit by the Hammer of Dawn at the beginning of the war. And like everyone there is just ash. And you're chasing someone covered in ash through it. And someone's sniping at you. Such a good fucking set piece. So fucking good. There's one at the beginning where you actually get to play, like if you're playing 1-player game, you switch it up. You're not Marcus for a little bit. You get to play Cole Train, baby. And he goes back to his old stadium and he's kind of living the glory days and has a flashback when he gets into the locker room and he goes to, it plays out like it's a game. And then you realize that what he's really doing is planting a bomb. And it's just so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool. These guys are like so comfortable. And if you told me like this is what the Fortnite guys made, if I didn't know Gears of War and you're like, hey, the Fortnite guys made this game before they got into Fortnite, I'd be like, man, what are you talking about? Those guys didn't do that.
Dude, imagine a Gears of War battle royale.
Oh, everyone just running around with shotguns though.
That'd be crazy.
Shotguns, or they'd be pulling Cole Smiths and Ryan Jacksons with the pocket snipers.
Nashers or nothing, baby. You got to get those shotguns. Or what's the other shotgun? The sawed-off shotgun?
Sawed-off.
Yeah, it's those 2 shotguns or nothing. People they may pick up like a pistol to like get started. Otherwise, it's like, because that's what all this game was. Like, oh, hey, I've got a shotgun. I'm gonna shoot. Oh, I got hit. I'm gonna hide behind cover.
Oh, hold on. Torque bows are definitely up there.
Torque bows would be up. You know what? You've kind of talked me into a Gears of War battle royale.
Yep.
But it would have to be Microsoft and the Coalition doing it, because
I mean, like just the ideas that we talked about in one of the other podcasts, Gears of War RTS. That'd be great.
I play that. They've got the, and you know what? Because I think of Fortnite, and Fortnite always has all this crazy stuff going on the map. You're running through the planet, and a fucking corpser breaks through the fucking ground and like fucking like sucks people in, and you have to fight it. But if you kill it, you get like a legendary weapon. Oh my god, Jake, why are you doing this to me?
Because I am full of good ideas.
Now there is a set piece that I'm not crazy about in this game.
I swear if it is what I think you're gonna say,
spoiler alert.
I've already spoiled so much. No. It's not the big death that I thought was beautifully done. It was all the smart people are underwater, protected by an underwater tornado that the government created.
Oh, yeah.
I remember how long this was 11 years ago. So I was 21 or some shit like that. I can't do math. No, I was 19. Yeah, that's right. I was 19. And I just remember being like, and you know, you're an idiot when you're 19. And I remember fucking hearing that. I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
It wasn't underwater. It was like surrounded by like typhoons and stuff. It was like impossible to get into it because
Oh, so they had to go under. They had to go
they had to
under.
go underneath it. Yeah.
Still really fucking. Hey, we have a cloudy with a chance of meatballs machine protecting the rich on this island. You have to go underwater to get there.
And the best part is it still gets invaded. It still
you
gets
get there.
invaded.
You fucking get there, and the bad guys are like, "Oh, did you guys lose one of your main characters trying to get here because you needed a battery or you needed fuel and he died? Oh, we're here."
we flew over it. We had corpses.
We don't give a fuck. The rules don't apply to us. We've got plot armor right now.
I remember the end of this game, like the cutscenes were just stupid long. Like the end of the game was just stupid long.
I do think the end of this game felt rushed.
Yeah, because you're like, when will it end?
No, I really do, because like you fight the Locust Queen on her like dune beetle. Like, where the hell were you growing this? You lived underground the whole time. But you fight her, she dies. Marcus stabs her with Dom's knife. So that's for Dom. That was actually a really good Marcus. I'm proud of that. And then he goes down to the beach and he takes his do-rag off. And Anya's like, we can rebuild now. And then it ends. It felt rushed. It felt so rushed. It's like, you guys earned this. You guys just did like this 3-part epic, like, and that like it took the Halo guys how long? Like 7 years, 8 years to finish the fight, and these guys started the fight and finished the fight in 6 years, 5 years, something like that.
Still, you have to get. Yes, the ending was rushed, but the product was good. Like, just spoiler alert, of course. So get ready for this. Dom's death. I mean,
oh no!
I still go back every couple of months just to watch that cutscene.
That's
Dom, what are you doing?
I watched the trail, like the launch trailers they did for all 3 of the first ones. All so good. Like this one was Mazzy Star, it's called Into Dust. Yep. And like it kind of does a time lapse of the first 2 games, and then like everyone, second of all, third of all, fourth of all, whatever of all I'm on. I love that this one takes place during summer, so they took everybody's sleeves off.
Yeah,
I think the first one's the dead of winter. The second one is like maybe like fall or spring, because they strip down a little bit in that one, and then this one everyone's just like fucking suns out, guns out. They don't give a fuck.
I think what cracks up even more is each one, like if you look at their arms, they get bigger.
Oh, they're so jacked.
Like they're like literally. So it turns like it to me. It's like Resident Evil terms. It's like Resident Evil 1 Chris. Yeah, he has a little bit of muscle, but nothing too much. And then all of a sudden, by the time it gets to here, it's Resident Evil 5 punching a boulder big.
It was the summer of exposed arms.
It was the summer of exposed arms. Oh, I had something else. And it's gone now.
I have something else.
You go on with your something else.
The Shadow of Ram.
Okay, there was this DLC. I was going to say
Shadow.
This is the first one where there was a playable female character. Anya was playable this time around.
Ooh.
Her arms were also exposed.
She wasn't available to play though until.
No, she was available right away.
Well, no, but like it wasn't available at first. Like it was like you played as the 4 guys, and then like you branch off a little bit. Baird's like doing something, and then
I remember like the main. It was like multiplayer, where like it was like a big deal.
Okay, that's a shame.
I forgot about these silverbacks. I forgot that they started doing like mech stuff with this one. That was weird. It didn't really felt like it fit.
I'm either way. I honestly, this one did so many cool things. I love the Lancers acting as the chain guns, basically. Like it shows that not only are resources dwindling at this point, but it's showing on both sides. Like we're seeing, like you had the Hammer of Dawn in 1 and a little bit of 2, and then it shows here like whatever resources you can find, you use. They're using Lancers without the chainsaws. They're putting bayonets at the end of them.
Yeah,
like
the retro Lancers.
But it's so hard to be like, oh, the resources are dwindling. They've got to put knives on their guns when motherfuckers walk out in robots to fight a Leviathan.
Yeah, but you gotta think though, like this is their ship. They've been, that's what they've lived on for. I forget how long it's been. It's like.
Oh yeah, this is the opening. I'm sorry, I forget. This is the opening of the game.
Yeah,
so they throw everything at you.
It takes place 2 years after Jacinto falls.
Yeah.
So I think for 2 years they've been dwindling resources and they've been struggling to like stay afloat. I think even in the beginning of this, they realized like, hey, we have to eventually find a stronghold land because we don't have enough food and we're running out of fuel.
I forgot how good the book set up stuff too.
Oh, the books did a great job because it's all in between it and it like just describes all the situations. I even think one of them follows what's his name, the colonel at his fort, doesn't it?
I think so. Colonel Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Karen. I think it was Karen Travis who wrote like the first 3 or 4 books. She did a really good job with those. If you can find those books, there's no hard covers of them. They're all paperback, but I like them. I like them a lot.
That and the Halo books, both are done very. Actually, even the Splinter Cell books are done pretty good.
The Splinter Cell books are good. I remember reading Conviction and really liking it.
Yeah, I still have your copy of Conviction here.
You son of a bitch.
Anything
else about Gears, gentlemen?
Fun.
I'm
trying to think. Did they have a deals? Did they have like a beta with this one too?
Beta came out with Bulletstorm.
Yeah,
we
they
talked
did.
about in the last episode.
That's right. There's so many
Multiplayer was
betas.
fine. It was just, I think this is the first one that came with deathmatch, team deathmatch,
Yes.
because everything else was like elimination, execution.
They also introduced Horde mode in this one, didn't they?
Horde mode was the second one.
Dude, my things are all messed up. There's just so many things. Like I don't know.
The Gears of War games came with a lot packaged in. They had a lot that came with them.
Yes.
And they are missed. We miss you, Gears of War. Wherever you are out there, just know that you are loved and come home soon. You guys want to do some news?
Let's do the news.
Burp, 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 burp.
Read all about it. Latest football scores. Morning paper. Morning Star. Paper, mister?
It's time for old news. All right, news. We got a quick news day here. So, you remember all those cons that you guys liked before COVID took all the cons away?
Yeah, they're coming back. They're making a comeback.
They're making a comeback. August 4th through the 7th was QuakeCon. That one's very LAN party heavy. Did they play Quake at QuakeCon, Josh?
Yes.
Is that also, it's Quake and Doom? I guess Doom doesn't really have a multiplayer aspect to it.
It's Quake and Unreal Tournament.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
QuakeCon still goes on, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did they announce anything at this 2011 one? I feel like that would have been... they wouldn't have been announcing Doom 2016.
No, I don't think anything was introduced. It's just honestly, there wasn't much news going on. I was like, no, let's leave it in there because QuakeCon is important because it eventually does lead to all that.
All right, and then August 18th to the 22nd, Gamescom 2011. That's basically Germany's E3. Never used to be that big a thing, but I feel like it's bigger. Well, it's bigger than E3 now because E3's. But yeah, any big announcements out of this one, Josh?
Yeah, so they had actually a lot going on this year. We had Borderlands 2, obviously Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Diablo 3, GoldenEye 007 Reloaded, Prototype 2, Skyrim, Prey 2, which got canceled, Rage, Arma 3, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, DMC, Devil May Cry, the reboot that they did.
The remake, yeah.
Battlefield 3, DC Universe Online,
Yes.
Payday, PlanetSide 2,
PlanetSide 2.
the PlayStation Vita stuff was being shown off. The PSP E1000 was introduced, and for those who don't know what that one is, that was the PSP 1000, but it was like their street version, and it was like more durable and could take more punishment.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you the same question again, and I'm going to see if you list any. I'm going to ask you not to list any of the games you listed with Gamescom. September 15th through the 18th was the Tokyo Game Show. All right, Josh, if you rename any games you named previously, we shock you.
Okay, well, let me pull my list up then, because I had to, because some of these are really hard to find out. So they introduced Star Wars: The Old Republic,
okay,
Batman: Arkham City,
okay,
Gears of War 2,
Gears of War 2,
or Guild Wars 2. Sorry,
Okay.
Shock 'em.
No, it wasn't a repeat. The rules are the rules.
Mass Effect 3,
Okay.
Dark Souls,
Yeah.
and that's basically. Oh, they also introduced the Xperia Play, which was like the smartphone PSP.
I heard PSP.
There were two different things. The PSP E1000 was the hardcore street version, and the Xperia Play was like the Android PSP Go phone.
Shock 'em, boys.
All right,
Shock
I'll
'em.
spare you. No shocker.
Okay.
All right, and then to finish up, September 22nd through the 25th. Happy birthday, by the way, boys. Eurogamer Expo 2011 held in the East Courts in London, England. Josh.
It's Earl's Court.
Oh, I'm sorry. Earl's Court. I'm sorry. My eyes don't work.
Monkey.
Josh.
Illiterate.
Name games that weren't announced in the last two that you announced
at that
without
point,
repeats.
Nope,
or you get shocked.
Nope.
Yeah, he just shocked me. Just shocked me. Do it.
Yeah, because it's basically the same reiteration of that.
Josh is like, Guild Wars 2. All right,
I
Josh.
believe there may have been a World of Warcraft introduced at that one, but usually they wait till BlizzCon.
All right, Josh. The authorities will be over to shock you shortly. Jake, what time is it?
Me
time. Oh, he actually came through that time.
For the most part of it, yeah.
All right, first meme, Jake. Go ahead and take it away.
So, like I said earlier about like finding these memes, some weren't really good. Some were kind of just outrageously bad to where it's not good to promote them.
Yeah, no racist memes on the show, please.
Yes. So this one it looks like it's, I guess, from Gears of War 3, where they have kind of the Locust priests running around. But Locust religion, they worship worms and scream a lot. Converting.
Solid meme, Jake. Solid meme.
Very solid.
All right, who's next? All right.
Oh, here's a good one. Restores the Bastion. Dies.
Does he die? I feel like
no. The two endings are you either turn back time to try and stop the calamity, and you're not sure if it'll fix it, or you take the Bastion and find someplace else to basically live life happily with everybody that you saved.
All right, I'm gonna say he dies because it doesn't sound like you win either way.
The last one's my favorite.
All right.
Yeah, the last one's my favorite.
Yeah, it looks pretty funny.
Next meme. Oh, I gotta zoom out. This is a big meme, Jake.
Yeah. So Deep Silver is the publishers for Dead Island. You know, looks like he's coming in. Was that Santa Claus maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's dead. The Deep Silver logo is supposed to be Santa.
And the kid leaves a note for Santa Claus. Says release Dead Island 2 or cancel it.
What happened in the last panel, Jake?
The pillow was over the kid, man.
With the gun held to it, by the way.
I don't think Dead Island 2 is coming out. I can't cancel the game, but I can cancel you.
No, Santa, no.
No. All right, Jake, those are some solid memes. Solid memes. Good job, Jake. You get good boy points for that.
What's up? What's next?
So next, we are finishing up the show with a quiz created by Jake. Jake, go ahead and explain to us what the quiz is.
All right, the quiz is over 2011 part 3. So all the games that we covered, I asked one question from each game. Are you guys ready?
How are we answering? Is it like, are you giving us A, B, C, D? Are you like doing like
first to answer, or
we'll go oldest first and then vice versa.
Okay, so we'll alternate. So I'll answer first question first. Josh will get first dibs at the second one.
Yes, and you have 10 seconds to answer or you get shocked.
Okay.
We'll get somebody sent over. And then just to make it so then the winner of this, so I will be doing next week's Speedcap. The winner of this picks the game being Speedcapped.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll read them aloud. Number 1, who does Ice-T voice as in Gears of War 3?
Oh, he shit. It's not Coltrane. Huh? Do you have is this multiple choice by chance? Oh, it's Jace. It's Jace. He voices Jace.
Josh?
I just remember he's like the leader of like the one city that you go into. I don't know his name though.
Any guesses?
Jace?
You both are wrong. It's Aaron Griffin.
Griffin. I forgot about Griffin.
Yeah, Josh was close. He was the leader of the emulsion town thing.
That was probably going to be the easiest one.
Yeah, probably.
Number 2. So you guys both zeros. You guys suck. What was the name of the standalone expansion for Dead Island? Josh, you start.
Riptide. Dead Island Riptide, technically.
Nicholas?
Josh said this earlier in the show, and that's the only reason I know it. Dead Island Riptide.
Yep. All right, so you guys want to do it to where you both get a point, or since Josh was first?
Do a first person gets a point, second person gets half a point.
All right. Well, you got a half point, you little bitch. Okay,
that
here's
way
a good
someone's
one.
just not copying someone's answer and getting full fucking credit.
Right. All right, Nick, this one's for you to start. What version of the iPhone was out when Temple Run released?
Okay, so this would have been. Oh, this is a good question, Jake.
I know. I'm solid on these
first,
stuff, man.
First iPhone was 2007. I think it would have been like the iPhone 5.
Josh?
I'm torn. I want to say it's the 4 because I know the 4S is what we got when I moved to Nick's phone plan.
I need a solid answer, Josh.
4. I'm going to go 4.
Josh is right. It is the 4. 2 months later, came out the 4S.
This is bullshit. What's the score?
Man,
Can we get a score for those at home?
So Josh has 2. You have a half.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. So this Nick. I'm sorry, Nick. Okay. So what's the name of the protagonist you play in Bastion?
The kid.
The kid.
Oh man, Nick's not looking good for you.
3-1. It can happen. It can happen here.
There's one
All
game
right.
left. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, Nick.
Yo, can we make this last one worth 2 points for me if I get it right?
That's fair. I'll do it. If Nick is right, I'll get 2 points. I'm fair with that.
All right. Last question. What movie helped promote Resistance 3?
What do you mean? Like, was it the Resistance 3 in the movie? Can you? Yeah. Can you?
I think there was like a billboard somewhere, but you can also like get a copy of the demo by buying the movie.
Shit. So this was 2011. It would have to be something.
It's another good question.
It would have to be something that Sony put out. Fuck, dude.
Man, you got seconds, dude. I don't have time for your shenanigans.
Fuck, Jake. Jake's gotta make all the quizzes from now on. This has been a really good one.
This is tough.
Josh would be like, "What color is the grass block in Fortnite?"
Name that Pokemon. The Pokemon has his name right next to it.
I'm blanking on 2011 movies right now. I'm gonna guess Planet Earth, or I'm sorry, Battlefield Earth.
Josh?
I'm throwing out a whim. District 9.
District 9 was 2009, you clown.
You guys are both wrong.
What was it?
What was it?
Battle Los Angeles.
I was so close.
Yeah.
I was so fucking close. I knew
I didn't even think about that movie. The only thing I heard from that movie is that weakness is their stomach.
So what scared me was that during the podcast, Josh was kind of like throwing out answers and stuff that were like close to, the answers for the quizzes. Like you said, the kid. You were talking about like the other editions and SOCOM 4 and all that shit. I'm like, Josh is getting close to these answers. I don't know, because it talks about SOCOM 4 having like demos of Resistance in it. And I'm like, wait, the only way he knows that is by reading what the demos are. And I know Battle Los Angeles is right around that area. And I'm like, he probably knows this whole fucking quiz.
Josh looked at the quiz beforehand.
I don't know because Jake didn't share that, or did you?
Yeah, it's in the quiz page.
No, I wasn't paying attention then. Okay,
Josh, what game am I speed capping next week?
I'm gonna do you a favor because it's probably gonna be the last one you're gonna enjoy for the next couple of years. I'm gonna let you do Gears of War 3.
Yes. I somehow feel like I'm gonna end up having to do fucking Sunset Overdrive in a few months.
Oh yeah, we'll make sure of it.
Hey, but also think there's also Titanfall in there.
Oh, I can't wait for Titanfall.
Oh, I'm gonna geek out over Titanfall.
Man, that's gonna be fun.
Like those are probably gonna be
so hard.
Those are probably gonna be the only ones that, or at least Titanfall is gonna be the only ones gonna be like, yeah, and the rest is gonna be like, God.
Q1 2013 is probably going to be the greatest episode of this podcast ever produced.
It's going to have fireworks. It's going to have sex. There's probably going to be sex in there.
It's going to have Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, and Titanfall.
Oh, dude. Oh, man.
It's going to have plants. It's going to have zombies. It's going to have
Titan and Falls.
Titans. It's going to have Titan balls.
So I will be doing Gears of War 3 Speedcap next week for those who are interested. Josh is going to be making the Speedcap, like the questions. We are changing up the format on these a little bit. So instead of us competing against each other with our scores, which are hard to keep track of because we do a Speedcap every 2 weeks, and then it's like, oh shit, who fucking won? I don't know. Speedcap, it's going to be Speedcapper versus the person who made the Speedcap guide. So it's going to be if you score over a 30. So basically, Josh is going to pick 10 things the person has to cover, each worth 5 points. If the person covers enough to score at least half, then the person who made the speed cap has to do something in the next episode. Has whatever the dare is. If the speed capper is below 30, speed capper has to do whatever the dare is.
I feel like though there's like a disadvantage somewhere in there.
It's a new format, so we'll work out the kinks. But I feel like this is better than, we have like a month and a half of speed caps, and it's like I guess Nick won that. I don't remember. So
who won the last one?
Not
did. Josh.
I did. Josh completely fucked up StarCraft 2. And then Jake, I forget what yours was a few weeks ago, but it was not pretty.
It was Bulletstorm.
It was not pretty. It was all right.
I had a better score than Josh, though.
Yeah, you had a better score than Josh, but I am your reigning champion. So I think this will change things up. This will get us doing more stuff. I think for this first one, I want to come up with it since this is our inaugural one. Josh, if I score over 30 on next week's speed cap, you have to do not a poem, but it's like you know the movie 10 Things I Hate About You?
Yes.
You know how she reads this to the class and it's basically 10 things she hates about the guy that she actually loves?
Yep.
You have to write one of those about me.
Okay. I've got one for
one
you.
So he actually loves you?
I mean, he can go any way. He has creative freedom.
Nick, I've got one for you.
All right, let's hear it.
If you don't make the score,
if I don't make it above 30,
you have to send out a tweet to Deep Silver telling them how much you love them, and they can take as much time as they want on Dead Island 2.
Okay. All right, I'll do that.
Do they even have a Twitter?
Yeah, they have a Twitter. Deep Silver published Iron Harvest. So I know that. You know what? They might have. I remember they broke up. I think they broke up into 3 different companies. I don't know. We'll have to check. But okay. All right. The bet is on. Josh, you are so screwed.
I'll look forward to that tweet.
So screwed. All right, everybody. As always, I am Nick. You can find me on Twitter at @ThatKaufman and Nick Fat Night. I have 2 Twitters. It's toxic. You can find me on Twitch at Nick Fat Night. You can also find me on YouTube at Nick Fat Night. Actually, going to start getting some more YouTube stuff up. Jake, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, MySpace, Bebo, all at Jakey Boy Kaufman.
He's also Anon on 4chan.
Yes.
Josh, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at I'm Josh Sang.
What are you actually saying?
Man.
Saying nothing. Because
when are you going to stream again?
I'm finding my life. The people don't want to know. If they did, they would pester me.
Stream your life.
This guy's got thousands of views on his stream, yet he just doesn't want to do it.
Thousands of views on my stream.
Shh. Don't.
He's selling. Always be selling. I mean, always be closing.
I'm Josh selling.
Here, how about this? Since I technically am home alone right now, I will stream myself sleeping.
You can do that.
I'd watch
It's
it.
weird. It's weird.
Hey, you can also find Smashing Game Time anywhere you get podcasts. Smashing Game Time is also on Twitter and TikTok. We've got to get some TikToks up. We got them.
Yeah,
we got to get them going.
I will get some on there this weekend. I've got time.
I'll send you the stuff you need, Josh. All right,
I've
everybody.
got time. I'll get them knocked in.
This has been Smashing Game Time. I hope you had a smashing great time. We will see you next time.
Come in, MTV Cribs. Come in, you broke ass motherfuckers.